welcome everybody to On the Fly podcast. Happy Tuesday. We're here with me, D.
Blue.
And I'm Jonny D.
Jonny D.
Jonny D, a fan fave.
Shucks, you guys flatter me, please. How you guys doing today?
We like to start off the podcast with a drink and a shot. So, what is your choice of, poison tonight?
Well, I have some Miller High Lifes with me, but I also have the classic Mr. JD himself. So I'm probably gonna dive into both of these tonight.
I'm gonna do whiskey with you, Jonny.
Love it. I love it. D, what are you doing?
I'm gonna do some tequila because whiskey kind of got me screwed up last time. So yeah.
Our second round of we are like learning our shot boundary.
Okay.
Of like how many can you take in a podcast?
Yeah. What are you guys at? Like, what's the most you guys could do right now, like in a podcast?
I don't even remember.
So I do like one or two, and then I do beer shots.
Okay.
But I have a hard seltzer. I have a Ralph's Italian Ice seltzer, watermelon style. So I don't have a beer. So I don't know what it's gonna get real weird.
Cool. I love this. I love it.
I heard that spray all over the place right now, and I like it. But I have a Golden Road Fruit Card Hard Seltzer.
Okay.
What's going on? But I do have a shot of tequila. Let's do this, guys.
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
I just literally got my seltzer everywhere.
Woo.
This is like a slippery when wet area.
One of the things that's been helping me with quarantine and COVID is I'll send my friends videos of me shotgunning a beer, and I'll be like, okay, great, I shotgunned a beer, and now it's your turn to shotgun a beer. And so many times they're like, it's 1 p.m. I'm not gonna shotgun a beer right now. They're like, I'm at work. And I'm like, all right, fine. Dude, the other day I was sending a bunch of people videos of me shotgunning a beer, and I'm like, it's shotgun time. And the whole I'm outside right now on we have like a porch. The whole porch was just covered in beer. Because I'm a very messy shotgunner. I like some people like when they shotgun a beer, they really want to make the hole and they want to make sure nothing spills. I like the drama. Like I try to I stab it and it goes everywhere. I like the theatrics of it.
You're like flipping it out, like all the spuds are
like it's like
that only reminds me of asking you a question. How are you in bed then? Because you're probably really messy in bed if you're really messy with a fucking beer shot, you know what I mean? And two, calm down with that shit. Because if you're at my house, and no, you better be glad you have an outside patio. Because I would probably kill you if you were at my house. Do you see all this shit?
Yeah,
do you see all this shit?
I do. But
I like that you have a patio outside. What the hell? That's really cool.
It's pretty nice. I live with a couple. And they're very, very good friends of mine. And they recently had a baby. He's like 15 months, I think, right now. But literally, when he was 1 month old, I haven't changed my lifestyle at all since they've had the kid, which isn't a problem, which is cool. But when he was 1 month old, I woke up and I was just in the living room. I was like, it's shotgun time. And it just fucking gets everywhere. And they're like, we have a baby. You can't get beer. You can't be spilling beer on our newborn son. What's wrong with you? And I was like, you're right. That makes perfect sense. But I'm also I'll move my shotgunning to the patio from now on.
It's like School of Rock with Jack Black, where he's just running around in his underwear and they're like,
Oh man, I love that movie so much. I actually thought about substitute teaching because one of the things has been me trying to figure out what the hell to do for a job during all this. And And my first thing in my brain, like, how can I like Jack Black this? I was like, can School of Rock happen in real life? I was like, I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Well, you got to try somewhere, right? What did you do before COVID? Are you done with work and all that jazz? What are you doing? What are you doing right now?
Yeah, catch us up.
Or
Right
before
now,
COVID?
Oh, before COVID, I was bartending. So I've been bartending for a while, probably 5 or 6 years. You know, I was bartending in New York, and I live in Atlanta now, so I was bartending in Atlanta, and then I hated I hated every single place I bartended at in Atlanta. It was fucking a nightmare. There was like some places, like there's one place I worked at where I made a bunch of money, but like it was crazy. It was just like fucking Mad Max, like going in there. Like I was like, I hope I don't get into a fight with someone. I hope I don't like get threatened to get punched in the face. Like it was crazy. So that place, like I was making good money, but it was like very stressful. And then I worked at another place where I was making terrible money, but it was really easy, but like it like wasn't fulfilling. Like I felt like I didn't like it, you know? So then that place shut down, and you know, luckily I was getting unemployment and stuff, and I was just vibing with that. And I never went back to the other place. And I don't really wanna, and also I don't really want to bartend right now during COVID. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to do it really.
How's Atlanta? Are they open? Is the bars open? Are they to go or?
Some places are just are to go, but most places are pretty open. Like I live in East Atlanta, and it's pretty cool and pretty chill. So it's very like they're kind of like really good with like COVID regulations. Like they're doing like minimum capacity, and it's kind of warm down here. So like, you know, you could still do like outdoor seating and things like this. Some people, you go to the window, you order your shit. But like the other week, I was like, fuck it, like I gotta get something. So I went and I was applying to a bunch of places, and I drove like I don't even know which part of Atlanta this is, but I drove like it's probably like 20 minutes like north of East Atlanta, and it was it's like everything's normal. They're fucking no masks and everything, and it feels kind of weird. Like I'm like, you know what I mean? Like I want shit to be normal too, but it's like I was like, oh shit, like I'm walking in the bars like, oh hey, like you know, I'm here looking for a job, and it's like, you know, full capacity, no masks and stuff, and it's like it's weird, you know. And then I go back to where I live, and I could walk fucking 7 minutes, and you know, and then it's like people are wearing masks. It's weird. I don't know, man. It's so weird.
Same thing here in California. You go to HB and everybody's wearing no masks.
Yeah.
There's people inside, everything. Yeah. Here in Costa Mesa too, you know, you have a lot of people that are wearing masks. Like we were out walking, and there's tons of people right now wearing masks. Yeah, they're running, they're jogging, they're bicycle, like wearing masks. And I'm like, not for me, but okay, you can do you. I have no problem.
Totally, yeah.
You know, there's a couple of places here in Costa Mesa that you go to, and it's just no masks, just full capacity.
Yeah.
So yeah. It's Atlanta, weird. Another spot, huh?
It's weird. Like I don't know what like I don't know what's right or what's wrong. You know what I mean? It's like you know, like I want to read the room and stuff. You know what I mean? But like it's so weird. It's like, you know, it's like we're so divided on what to do with this thing. Like, you know,
isn't it weird how like you go out and like you just said, you have to read the room to see what's going on.
Yeah.
Are they all wearing masks or are they not wearing masks? Because if you wear a mask and you go in and nobody's wearing masks, you look like a fool. If you go into a place and you're not wearing masks, you look like a fool. Either way, you have to read the room.
You have to read the room. Yeah. When this all started, I remember I was a big when this first started, I remember like everything shut down, and I'm hanging out with my roommates, and I go, all right, it'll be like a week, right? Like, come on, it'll be like a week. And they're like, absolutely not. They were like, this is gonna be a fucking thing. And I was like, I don't know. And then, you know, here we are. But I remember like after like a month or two, I was like, man, this fucking sucks. Like you know, like I want it to be safe, but like this is lame. And my buddy said something. He was like, man, just like have fun with it. He's like, just play the game, just have fun with it. Go like wear a mask. He's like, make a thing out of it. Like he'll wear like goofy masks and shit. And I was like, you're right. Like just have, you know, just have.
Did we lose your audio?
And cut. We lost him.
We don't have audio on you.
Oh wait, what? How do you guys?
Oh,
Can
thank you.
you
Wait,
hear me now? Can you guys really not hear me?
No,
now we can hear you.
yeah, I can hear it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I wasn't saying anything interesting anyway. You know, but yeah, you know.
I think it's like the same thing here. It's you've been back to New York, and I feel like it's a very serious thing, and it's pretty across the board, which is really interesting when I talk to people in California, because it's like some places you go and it is, some places you go and they're like, fuck you, or not shutting down. And I was talking with a friend about the podcast, and she was like, yeah, we're just bartending until the SBA comes in, or SLA comes and just shuts us down.
Yeah.
New York just seems to be like very serious and pretty across the board mask.
Yeah.
And
Which is cool.
Aren't they going to be opening? Aren't they going to be opening soon?
I hope so.
You guys just have to like start. I don't know. That's what I heard. All these, vaccine places are opening up and everything. We have Dodger Stadium. We have all these different places that are opening up mass vaccine. Do you guys have any of that stuff in New York right now?
So I think we ran out of from what I heard, we ran out of vaccines. So they're like trying to get it together, and the process to like get an appointment to get a vaccine has been a little confusing for everybody. So there's been a lot of like that. And then I saw on like a press conference that we have been in talks of like orange areas and yellow areas to move into indoor dining. But they haven't, but the problem with New York is for some reason, New York City itself tends to be the last one or ex-nade from the plan at all. So
how about you over there in Atlanta? Sorry.
What's up?
I said, how about you over there? Do you guys have like mass, like big old stadiums and stuff that you guys are doing like the vaccines and stuff at?
As far as I know, if we do, I don't know about it. I know that it's like, isn't it going through like phases? Like my roommate, she's a medical worker, so she's actually she's getting hers tomorrow, which is kind of exciting. So like I haven't even looked into it because I'm just a Joe Schmo. So like I'm probably the last person on the list. Like, like we my roommate had it, and it was really bad. It actually was really bad. She has like asthma, and it was spooky, man. It really was. It was very kind of scary when she had it. And then my other roommate, who's her husband, he tested negative, but the tests are weird. They're not 100% accurate, all this bullshit. So, but we're all pretty sure he had it. So he had like these very specific symptoms towards like COVID, like, and then even I had like trouble breathing, and like I always get like, before all this shit, I get sick like once a year, and I normally get like a head cold, and this was different, and it was like breathing was weird. And like, I think if I didn't like live with them, I probably wouldn't think anything of it. But then, oh my God, we have a special guest. Oh, come on.
Is it what is it? I can't wait. Oh, he's so cute and fluffy.
This is Dungeon. This is Dungeon. So Dungeon, he hates this so much. Dungeon is a street cat, and he'll come around every night to like kind of hang out. And hi, he hates me. I want nothing more. Yeah, he wants to get out of here.
Yeah,
like,
well, are we gonna see an animal attack right
now? But yeah,
he's
like
so chubby for a street cat.
What?
He's so chubby for a street cat.
Well, because he lives somewhere around here. He definitely goes back, and oh yeah, look at him. Yeah, he definitely has a home. I think he like lives like a few blocks down, I think. But he always makes the rounds. Yeah, like he wants to get pet, but then he doesn't want.
He's like, give me that peanut butter, fool.
Want that fucking peanut butter, fool.
He really wants a shotgun of beer, is what it is.
I'll shotgun it. Do you guys want a shotgun of beer? Is it too early?
Wait, can we see you shotgun a beer? Okay, guys.
I'm really bad at it.
We're gonna have a shotgun beer right here.
Only have a
I think you need
bottle beer.
I have a new beer. It's a Modelo because it's dry January. It's a backwards day.
These got the Modelo Blue. What do you think? Do you want a shotgun? I'm really bad at it. It's gonna take me like It's gonna take me like 2 minutes to do it.
I thought you were quick and to the point, like stab, pop, like done.
All right.
You're gonna do a tall can in Bam Bam Dundee.
I'm not doing it. I thought he was just gonna.
I'm not doing it by myself. I'm not gonna just be the only one shotgunning a beer.
I'll take a shot.
All right, how about this? Let's just do shots. Or I don't want to rush the. I don't want to rush the. I don't want to rush the thing.
No, we're taking minis. I'm taking minis.
All right.
We're over the full ones nowadays. I'll
just take a quick swig then.
There you go.
All right. What you got, Jameson?
I got Jameson.
Yeah, she does.
Nice.
My goal is to get through all the booze behind me. Well, not
you
like,
were supposed to,
you
but
have a great bar behind you.
Right?
I like that shot glass, D. Cheers, guys.
Yep.
Dungeon, you want you want to get on?
You have a Wrestle Federation.
Yeah.
Is this like a COVID thing? Are you wrestling with your inner demons? What's going on here?
I'm always wrestling with my inner demons. Yes. So yes, there is a thing called the Isolation Wrestling Federation. There he goes. There's a thing called the Isolation Wrestling Federation, and it started during COVID, and it's based in New York, which is really, really kind of cool. And it's wrestling without the wrestling. So it is, which is perfect for someone that weighs like 120 pounds, soaking wet. Like it's good. Like I've been watching wrestling since I was a kid. I've been cutting wrestling promos since I was 7 years old up until fucking right now, 31 years old. I still get drunk and I'm like in the mirror, fucking like when I'm done taking a shower, just be like, let me tell you something, brother. I swear to God, man, when you're coming in here and you lost it. I have been waiting, but like I have the athletic ability of like a fucking, I don't know, of someone who doesn't have athletic ability. I don't know. I didn't plan out that joke. But but man, I used to do like I would do wrestling moves on my friends, and I don't mean like just when you're a kid. I mean like literally like before COVID, I would have friends over and we would get drunk and I would like DDT them on like the driveway, like pretending like I know what I'm doing. I remember one time I had two friends over and they were girls and I was like, yeah, I'm fucking wrestling. Yeah. And I was like, I'll fucking do wrestling moves on you. And they're like, okay. And I did DDT them, which means you put them in a headlock and then you drop them on the concrete. So, but like the secret of it, don't take this by law. I don't even know if this is, but like in my understanding, what you do is when you drop their heads on the concrete, your elbow hits the ground before their head does. So, but like I think about this sometimes. Like I did that with no practice, and then it worked out because my elbow hits the concrete. They're fine. But then like I remember waking up the next day like hungover, being like, I shouldn't do that. I have no right putting people in headlocks, pretending like I know what I'm doing and slamming their heads in the concrete. It could have ended really bad. Don't try it at home. So this isolation wrestling thing is fucking great because there's no actual wrestling, but you get to do the wrestling personalities. So it's a lot of fun. So I've been doing a lot of that during quarantine, and we've been doing so it's like it works. Like I'll make a video and I'll be like fucking, I'll be like, delicious Dwayne Douglas, fucking more like dickless Dwayne Douglas, you and your candy underwear, you think you could step in the ring with the baddest son of a bitch in the IWF, you got nothing on the King of Sleaze, like shit like that. So I'll make a funny video and then he'll respond and he'll be like, fucking Junkyard Jonny, fucking your pubes smell like fucking, fucking like a possum took a shit in a dumpster, get the fuck out of here. I have almost as much talent in my fucking right arm that you have hepatitis in your dick. Like, so it's like we all make these jokes on each other and we all have these characters and it's really, really cool. It's a lot of fun. Yeah.
How did you find the isolation wrestling?
It it popped up on my social media like kind of early into quarantine, and so I was following it for a bit because a lot of the guys I'm mutual friends with a handful of the guys, or I have mutual friends with a handful of the guys and girls, and so like because it started kind of in New York, it kind of popped up a bit, and I was like, oh my god, this is hysterical, you know. And then I was following it for like a month, and then I was going crazy. I was losing my mind. I'm like, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to do this thing, and I'm kind of like I need like a whip to be cracked. Like I have a really hard time like kind of doing shit on my own. Like I kind of need to set a deadline. So I was like, man, like I've been drunkenly doing wrestling promos. Like I even made up kind of a wrestling character, kind of just for shits and giggles, for fun, like just to goof around with friends and stuff. And then I was like, listen, I'm bored. I have a cell phone. You know, I know how to edit video. I've done editing before in the past, and like all graphic design, all this stuff. And I was like, why don't I just go out and just do this thing? And I just took a day and I wrote like a promo, and I gave myself a deadline. Like I was like, all right, do it in like 2 days. I wrote myself a promo. I filmed it, and then edited it, and I sent it to them. And then like, it was cool. And then they messaged me back, and they were like, oh, this is fucking rad. This is cool. So fucking, you know, yeah, dude, let's do this. So yeah. And then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Was Junkyard Jonny your original character, or is that a second one that you made just for that?
No, Junkyard Jonny is kind of like, has been kind of cooking for a bit. Like, I did before that in quarantine, I did a video with my roommates where I did this character called Junkyard Joey was his name. And he was basically the same like it never, like, I don't think it got posted online. It might have, but
wait,
it was
question.
Junkyard Joey.
So wait, Junkyard Jonny is not the wrestler.
No, Junkyard Jonny is the wrestler.
Is the wrestler.
He's
okay,
the isolation
okay.
wrestler. Yeah.
Okay, got you. You
I
just
mean,
have multiple different personalities that you use.
Kind
Jonny
of.
D we're with Jonny D.
We're with Jonny D, and we're talking about Junkyard Jonny.
We're talking about Junkyard Jonny.
But then you also had a Junkyard what?
I had Junkyard Joey, which was literally just a made-up thing for like a video. And then like when Isolation Wrestling came along, I was like, why don't I take that? It was basically Junkyard Jonny, but he was called Junkyard Joey for this just quick video thing. And then I was like, why don't I just take that and like get rid of the Joey? Like, because Junkyard Jonny is an exaggeration of kind of who like I am. So I was like, why don't we just lean into that? And then we just, you know, he's like Oscar the Grouch meets like Daffy Duck meets Pepe Le Pew. Like he's a very weird, like, you know, I like being the fall down guy. I like it's great. The cool thing about the IWF is like we'll talk about it, which is one of my favorite things about it. Like when I started talking to the guys, being like, oh man, I want to call out so and so. And then like I would message them and be like, hey man, like I think you're really cool. Like I want to call you out. Do you have any ideas? And then we would bounce off ideas of each other and be like, okay, cool. You could make fun of like, you know, oh, make a joke that I have a small dick. And then like, I'll make fun of you having a small dick. And then like, you know, we'll do this and that. And I'll do a joke where like, I'll make fun of your mom. And the joke will be that I dress up as your mom. It's fucking fun. It's really
I
cool.
fucking love it. I fucking love it.
And I like that, like, you know, that there's no egos. This is all for comedy and to be silly and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah, you need that comedic relief nowadays. Everybody's
Absolutely.
so stressed out, so
Absolutely.
you need that. So if it's artistic, you know what I mean? So that's really good that you're able to get that out when we're not working, you know?
Yeah.
Getting a bunch of, you know, replies from other jobs, but it's not bartending, it's not serving, it's not where I want to be making money. But like you said, it's really hard to work in a bar right now. We have a ton of places that just closed down again this week.
Again, right? Yeah,
again.
I know, right?
So there's this one owner, Mario. He owns a ton of establishments here in Costa Mesa, Newport Beach, and all of them got closed down.
Yeah.
So now we're seeing all those people go to all the places that are open still, and it's a shit show. It's
I believe it.
2-hour wait. It's crazy. So they're going after the bigger ones now, the bigger the people that have more establishments, they're closing down a lot of places. So even though you have places that are open and doing it, you have a lot of establishments that are closed. And like you said, you don't want to work at those establishments because it is a lot of people. And right now, you kind of got to be safe. I mean, I know everybody's up one way and down the other way, but
I live, but both of my roommates, you know, are like immune compromised and stuff like this. So it's like, if I lived by myself, then maybe I could be like okay, cool. Like I could work there. It would be fine. But like, you know, I love these fucking dorks, fucking nerds. I love these fucking nerds. Like I don't want to like, you know, I don't want to do anything to put them at risk and stuff like this. So it's like, yeah. What about you? What have you guys been doing during quarantine? Like Blue and D, what have you guys been doing to like, you know, keep the to not go crazy, you know?
This. She's like, hey, we talk every week. Let's do a podcast. I'm like, why didn't we think about that? We know so many rad people. Why not do a podcast?
Yeah.
And we know everybody in the service industry, whether, like she said, you serve people, you're in the service industry.
Yeah.
So why not get together with all these people and have a conversation?
You know, that's the good thing about like bartending or serving, or like even just the people who sit at the bar, bar people, you know. I think we all have a very strong, vibrant personality. And it's the first time that I feel like we're not meant to be isolated, and we're not meant to kind of just like non-exist. Like we are all very like, you know, so I think this shutdown like affected us in this very strange way. So that's why we were all depressed. And I keep getting, you know, people that were like, I'm completely depressed. And it's like, let's get together, take a bunch of fucking shots and talk about whatever.
I love it. Yeah.
And do something where our personality can kind of come through, because it's strange to not have human interaction. I've been completely home, so it's very odd.
I was just telling Matt the other day, I was like, dude, I went from seeing over 100 people a day to just you. Yeah. I'm sorry, I fucking love you, but like, no, I need like something else. I need something else.
I say that to my roommates. Like, I say that to I go, I love you guys. Like, you guys mean the fucking world to me, but I'm going insane. I'm like, I'm going crazy. Yeah. You know, it's weird. All right, how about this? All right. It's a dog shit question. It's a lame question, but all right, bam, right now, fucking flicking my switch. I'm like, fucking, I dream a genie. I do the fucking nose thing. Everything's perfect. COVID's done. Everything's fine. You have a magical fucking bottle. You could do whatever you want. Blue and D, what would you guys do? Bam, everything's done right now. What would be the first thing you guys would do?
Road trip.
That's what I was gonna say.
For a road trip.
Where would you go? What would be your road trip? Where would you go?
I did a road trip from New York to California, and it was the best thing I've ever done. Just all the shit. I mean, we were like, oh, a meteor hit the ground over there. Let's just go check it out. Oh, like,
love it.
There's a Native American hut that sells tacos. Like, let's go there. And we had no plan, no idea. That's the best thing. But I think the East Coast, there's so much that I've never seen. Like, I'd like to even just hit like Canada even.
Yeah, same thing. We were just talking about that road trip for sure. I remember when she was coming over here, she was like, oh, we're doing this, this, and this, and this. And you're sleeping in like, what? A teepee and like just random stuff on Route 66. And I've been in California. I'm a military kid, but I've never been on Route 66 and saw all those like different sites and stuff. So that would be really cool. So we were saying after COVID, definitely pick a spot on Route 66 and just like go destination spot, go and hang out. Whoever wants to go, just go. And it'll be a fucking fun ass time, but definitely get the fuck out of this place.
Yeah.
I need to get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. I hear you.
What
How
about
you? What would you do?
Man, I really like. It's a boring bullshit generic answer. Yeah, it would be a concert. I would really like to see live music, and it doesn't have to be like down the block. Like, can I be honest with you? If I'm being brutally honest with you, I would actually love for it to be, because another thing about Atlanta is there's shows happening like outside of Atlanta, but like it's weird. Like it's just weird. Like and it's like I can't. Just because like it's like a few miles outside of Atlanta, there's like shows going on, but it doesn't feel right, and it's like I don't think it's a good move, for me in my situation. But like I want it to be like feel more comfortable and to be better. Where like, I mean, I have like 5 music venues, like fucking a 10-minute walk from where I live. Like, I want to be able to go back and walk to those venues and like not just sit in a like and have a fucking party. And like it'd be exciting seeing bands I don't know, seeing, seeing people and just being like, what? Oh, hey, what's up? Like, I miss that. Like, and that was kind of the one exciting thing about being in Atlanta is like going to these venues and like being like, oh, this is like the show tonight. You know what I mean? Like, oh, these are the bands. Like, oh, this is cool. Yeah, I dig this. I dig this. And then you go out and it's like it's a party. It's an event. Like, you know what I mean? It's not about seeing the show. It's not about even seeing the band. It's like I want the event. I want the whole thing. Like, I want to like bump into people in the crowd and be like, oh, fucking nice hat, or like I know that sounds corny and dumb, but like I want that whole experience. You know what I mean?
It doesn't sound corny. It doesn't sound dumb. Like, that's what we crave,
That's what we crave,
I mean, down the street, I talk about Tiki Bar all the time because it's literally down the street from me. But they have all the shows all the time. And English Beat has been up there. Oh, November. Oh, February. And now it just changed to August.
Yeah.
And they're the only band up there. It's English Beat. Like, I mean, if you don't know who English Beat is, I'm sorry. Not you. I'm talking about listeners. Like, something's wrong with you. Go listen to it.
Go get on it. It's good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So just the fact that venue right down the street from me is saying, oh, it's not February, it's August. That just shows me what's going on and how long it's going to be until we start seeing concerts, because that's the thing. I mean, unless you're going to any, I don't know if you guys are doing those where we're doing like drive-throughs and stuff. So like all the old school movie, like the drive-through movies and stuff, that's a big thing right now. So you're seeing a lot of places having that, and like OC Fairgrounds, they're having concerts and stuff. Like, I feel like a couple of my coworkers, they ended up going to Cascade, and they were all fucking partying, but they were all in cars, and it's all like a drive-through. So I don't know if you guys are doing that in Atlanta.
I know we have like drive-through like movies and stuff. I know like I went out for, was it fucking Halloween? It was Halloween. Went out for Halloween, and like me and my buddy, we went out like 8:00 at night, very early. And we went to one of the bars, outdoor seating. We just hang out, get some drinks, get some food. They had an outdoor stage, but by the time we showed up, they're breaking it down. So like we showed up at like 8:00 and I saw the stage and I was like, oh, fucking cool. Like, I was excited. I was like, great. Outdoor music, like, cool. Everyone's kind of distant. Great, cool, whatever. They're breaking it down already. 9:00, 8:00.
Curfew's at 10?
Huh?
Curfew's at 10?
Apparently, I guess so. Yeah.
Dang. Concerts.
So it was like, okay, so, but then it's so weird. But like I went to some drive-throughs and stuff, and like yeah,
Me and Dee were talking about how there's like those things in a like having people sweat on you and being stuck to people, and like like having to like lift up to get like a good fresh breath of like clean air. All that.
Still not clean because it's still musty from all this stuff in there.
Like water, you're just like, oh. Like we were talking about, like, God, like there's nothing that will duplicate a live show. Nothing.
Is that stuff that you thought you never would miss? Because like Because it seems like
100%.
all the things I complained about live shows, being like, "There's too many people here." I got the one guy who's like, normally I'm this guy if I'm being honest, but you got the one guy at the show who's like, "Yeah," like he's going, and you're like, "Okay, man," like it's. And normally I'm like, are you finding yourselves being like, I'd give anything to have the most annoying person in a live show? As long as
100%. We were like, we miss those fucking annoying customers that would come to your bar and talk shit about the fucking drink that you made. There's too much lime juice in here, and you'd be like, "Fuck you! I'm gonna make everything separate." Like you got a deconstructed fucking margarita, bitch. You know. But now you're like, I would give anything to have that motherfucker back.
Okay, how about this? How about when you go to a concert and it's fucking packed and it's musty and it's like sweaty and you can't breathe, and then somebody farts and you're like,
"Oh my god, crop dusting." Done. I would give anything to have sweat on me in a mosh pit and some motherfucker that wants to beat my fucking ass with waving his, and I'm like, "Babe, get in there and beat his ass right now because he's gonna hurt this girl over there." But no, I miss that. I want a mosh pit. I want that I can't move type thing. Get off of me. I want all that.
or like when your feet are planted, but the crowd like pushes you this way.
Yes. I want the sticky shit on the bottom of my feet. You remember how like you couldn't even move from your spot because it was like so sticky? You hear that?
Yeah.
Like that's what I want. I miss that.
So
100%.
true.
I'll take all of it. I'll take all of it.
I'll take all of it, right? Yeah.
Take all of it.
Or like when you get one hand, like you're like so close to the front and you get like one hand on the bar and you're like, I'm not fucking going anywhere. You're getting pushed around. You're just like holding on to keep your position.
Or when you're against the railing at a concert and you're getting smashed up there and your freaking ribs are hitting it and your man's behind there or whoever, your homie. I'm usually the bigger bitch, so I'm usually the one behind my little ones. And I'm like holding on, trying to keep like a little circle. But yeah, I miss that, man.
Yeah.
Miss that. We all miss that.
Oh man, it's so funny.
There's no replacement for live music. It's just the best.
It's true. I agree with that. 100%.
Do you miss performing because you're a musician and a concert goer?
Yeah. It's really like yeah.
And that Modelo open, sorry guys.
Dry January. So just a backstory. Dee decided that she was going to do Dry January.
Okay.
It lasted how many days? To the 6th?
Like 5. I think it was a day before the 6th, and the 6th was not counting. So I said I'm going to do Dry January, but then I was like, "Oh, we're doing this podcast, so like I can't do Dry January."
You can't do Dry January, yeah.
Right?
Professionally, you can't do it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
We can't do it. So I'll just stick to Tuesday. But then the 6th happened, and then I drank. And then I drank that Friday, I think. I'm not sure. But then I drank Tuesday. And then I was like, okay. I think and Saturday. Oh, no, it wasn't. No, I was just high. I was just high. I left it at the jacuzzi. You know what I mean? But yeah, no. Dry January on Tuesdays. It's reverse day, opposite day. So Dry January, no shots, and we do it.
Wait, I'm confused. So Dry January is
be confused. Be confused. It's very confusing. Don't worry.
Wait, so Dry January is not drinking, it's just not doing shots?
No, Dry January is Dry January.
Oh,
but
okay.
I was giving myself some leeway here on a Tuesday, so I didn't have to drink every day, but I'll drink on a Tuesday. So I was giving that Tuesday as a drinking day.
I like that.
So that's why Tuesday is our Dry January opposite day.
Yeah. Okay,
go.
Cool.
Now you get it?
I do get it. And it's still
Is it time for a shot for you or what?
I mean, it can be.
Blue's already on it. Okay,
all right, let's do a shot.
Nick specifically told me, whatever you do, don't
take
try
shots?
to keep up with Junkyard Jonny.
Wait, do not what?
Do not try to keep up with Junkyard Jonny.
I think he was a good one, and he's trying to keep up with us now. he's like trying to be nice and not keep up, but then he wants to keep up and I think Johnny and I are on the same page.
Listen. First of all, can I throw something on the record before we do this shot? All right. I'm Jonny D. A lot of people think that me and Junkyard Jonny are the same person. We're very different people. Okay. I'm a man. I'm a Christian man. I'm a man of Jesus himself. I'm you know, I'm all about kind of like, you know, taking care of your body. Your body is a temple. Am I right? So like, I don't really agree with everything Junkyard Jonny says. I don't want Junkyard Jonny to kind of come in. I've met him a few times and he's a real jerk. He's a real jerk if I'm being honest. Okay. So Nick's right. Don't hang out around Junkyard Jonny. He's bad vibes. He's bad jujus. He's like, listen, I've seen his search history on the internet. It's very dirty and inappropriate. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Oh, Junkyard Jonny. JJ, what are you doing here? I think you and Dolores need to get together and have a great party.
That's Dee's alter ego is Dolores.
Wait, Dee's alter ego is Dolores? Well, I don't know. Wait, what was Dolores like? Would Dolores and Junkyard Jonny get along?
Yeah, they would get along. We get along.
Yeah.
I'm saying we because we're already here.
Well, I'm glad it's just us. I'm glad it's just us three right now. No Dolores, just D, Blue, and Jonny D. You know, Junkyard Jonny. Hopefully he won't be showing up. So cheers to you guys.
Cheers again, babe. Okay, well, so you basically already told us like what your favorite bars are, what makes a great bar, because you were talking about like, you know, just that whole aesthetic and feel and all that jazz. Do you have any projects in the work?
Kind of a bunch of things that just I'm bad at kind of doing I'm bad at doing kind of everything in a weird way. Well, you guys caught me. It was great. Blue texted me. So I right now what I'm working on in my crazy ADHD brain is I'm doing these collages, and like I've done a bunch of like digital work. So like I've done a bunch of graphic design, illustration work. Like I work digitally mostly. That's kind of like what I went to school for. Blah blah blah. All dumb nerdy stuff. But I was like, what if I take that and what if I work towards it with traditional mediums, spray paints, acrylic paints, all different stuff, markers, all this jazz. So my new project that I started literally on Monday, so yesterday, I guess, I'm going to start doing these really large collage paintings based off of like music stuff. So right now I'm doing 80s, and then I think I'm gonna do my game plan. My game plan was to do 80s, 70s, 60s, and each week is kind of like its own thing. So I have 7 days to do my 80s collage, and then I was gonna do 70s, and then I was gonna do 60s, but then I was kind of like, now I'm starting to kind of like, maybe I'll do like, instead of decades, I'll probably do 80s, and then I'll probably be like, I might do bands, like I'm kind of feeling really strong Thin Lizzy vibes. So I think my next thing might be like a Thin Lizzy thing, and then I know Sylvain just passed away, but also I'm thinking about like New York punk. So maybe I'll do some like Dolls, and like I'm just going with the flow because the amount of projects I started during quarantine that have not finished are way too much, you know. I'm constantly
What sign are you, by the way?
I'm a Libra. Well, my main sign's a Libra, and then my rising is my moon and rising. I don't know off the top of my head. I would have to.
I'm just like, why do you sound like me? Because I have so many projects, and like I'm just all over the place. You know.
Well, like I blame it on ADHD. That's not a good excuse, but it's like I get distracted. So like I
Yeah.
start doing something and then like I lose the momentum, you know? So I need the
I
momentum.
feel like I kind of have that. See, I'm looking into a lot of that stuff, and I don't know. Maybe I'm self-diagnosing. I don't know. But yeah, I guess that's what happens, right?
It's like
So-
one of the things I think that kind of helps me with it is to like not beat yourself up. Like I constantly, I'm like, oh, you started this thing, finish it. And it's like, oh, I don't know, like it's not the end of the world. Like just, I don't know. You don't have to do it then. Fine. If you're not feeling it, then fine. You're not feeling it, I guess. Like just, but like right now I'm vibing with this, and I try to set these weird guidelines where I go, you have 7 days, you know, and this is day 2, day number 2. I'm vibing really well. It's coming along really nice. So I'm like, all right, cool, great. So like, you know, hopefully I can kind of, you know, see it out. And then I actually would like to make prints and try to sell them and try to make some dough out of it if I can. But
hey, do it. All the creative people need some outlet, you know. I know
Absolutely.
so many people that need that outlet. A lot of burlesque people, a lot of models, you know, they're just out there. They're trying to sell their stuff. They're trying to sell their soul right now.
I think creative too, like you need that drive to like to finish it, start it, whatever, and you can't like phone that in. I feel like it has to be that like I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna finish, or you know, like you can't like force those things. It kind of is like sometimes cool shit comes of that too.
Especially since you're doing like a whole series, you know what I mean? Like you gotta have like that fill. You can't have that block, you know. You gotta fill it and you gotta do it. But again, with artists, it's a little hard too because emotions,
feelings. You wake up one day and you're like, oh, it's cloudy out. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you're like, oh fuck this shit.
You're like, fuck this
I just want to
shit,
curl
you
up
know?
in bed.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. But like, you know, my friend said something really good, and I was talking to him about it, and then he was like, just enjoy the process. So that's kind of been like my intention, and that's kind of been my like in the forefront of my brain during all of this. Like it's like just enjoy it, you know, like stop putting pressure on yourself. Like pressure is a creative killer. It's going to kill your creativity. It turns you off to it. You know what I mean? Especially when there's no one breathing down your neck, like, you know, but then it feels like a job. And then you're like, I don't want this to feel like a job. You know what I mean? But it's like, just enjoy it. Enjoy the process. Enjoy your little hiccups. Enjoy like, you know, I was working on, like, I'm doing a lot of stencil work. So I'm doing like stencils with like spray painting. And then like, I'm pulling off the stencils and some of the base paints coming off. And I'm going, oh, geez, I have to, and it's like, no, man, like this is very kind of grungy style, like sleazy kind of a vibe, you know, street art kind of vibe. Just lean into it, man. Like don't enjoy the process. You know, I had an art. This is so fucking corny and so lame. You guys got me drunk. I'm like, I'm feeling it. I'm not gonna.
Yes, that
you guys
is
got me
the
drunk.
goal. Get me drunk and start talking.
but I had a teacher, and she's like, "There's no. This is such a Bob Ross thing." But she's like, "There's no like mistakes. They're just happy accidents." And I'm like, "Yeah, man, that's right, motherfucker. Just like a bunch of happy accidents. You know what I mean?"
Fucking Bob Ross, man. We can learn from Bob Ross.
Yeah,
everybody can learn
Bob
from
Ross.
He's the best.
I am really happy about happy little trees and happy little oceans and happy little colors.
Have you guys seen the videos of him with a squirrel? He adopted like a
Yes, 100%. Are you kidding me? That's all we look at. It's squirrels and raccoons.
It's so good, right? It's so good.
I went through this phase of like just that's what I did. It was like, hey, like I'm gonna put Bob Ross on like all the time.
Yeah.
And then you know Bob Ross makes everything look super fucking easy. And then
and he's so calm. His voice.
So
it's
calm.
his voice.
So relaxed.
It's so calm.
Yeah.
Just whatever, just do this. And then there was he had like, I don't know where it was, but there was like one episode where he had like a student come in and the student like just didn't do it like Bob Ross. And you're like, oh shit, like that's probably not that easy. He was like etching mountains and it just like wasn't Bob Ross.
Work. Yeah.
Like, nobody does
And,
like Bob Ross.
And what did Bob Ross say?
He wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't there?
Oh, Bob Ross wasn't even there?
I was like, what did he say? It's okay. It's fine. It's just happy edges. Happy
Part-
edge.
Is it wrong that part of me wanted him to like be like, you're really fucking this up right now? I swear, God, you're really fucking this shit up. He's like,
Like
you
Gordon
okay?"
Ramsay, that
Like he
shit.
gets, he like Gordon Ramsay's it. Like he gets really mean. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to make happy trees. He's like, well, they're not happy enough, bitch. Like he just gets really mean.
With this squirrel, he like comes in hot.
Yeah.
Well, like,
The
jumps on
squirrel
him, like,
bites the guy's throat. Like it's just, oh man, hilarious.
things that are going on in our head right now, guys.
I gotta be Bob Ross for Halloween one year.
That's a good move. That's a good move.
Oh my God, that's such a great idea.
Favorite Halloween costumes?
That we've done or that we need that we want to.
No, that you guys done in the history of Halloween costumes. That you guys have done. Favorite Halloween costumes?
Mine was D, man. This is like your jam. Mine was Wayne and Garth, and I was Wayne. And no, I was Garth. I'm sorry. And I just wore no makeup. I just looked like absolute garbage, and had like the over shirt, and I was like doing these funky faces, and like, and all the other girls were wearing like their little mini hoochie outfits, and it was like me as Garth. That was
love it.
all-time fave.
I like that you were doing the face because that's part of it too. Like he made it.
You're like, with your, oh yes. Wait, do we have a picture of that? Hey, old Jamie, can you flash a picture of that on the screen in the middle of this? Cut and uncut. There we go.
D, what's yours? D is like, D does probably about like what, 7 costumes every Halloween.
So I love Halloween and I love getting dressed up, and I think it's so fun to just like transform yourself into something totally different. And I know a lot of people do like hoochie, like coochie type stuff. I'm a big bitch. I don't fit into that stuff. Extra larges are still way too short for me, and it's too fucking cold. Like it's too cold to go out in that shit. So I tend to dress up as a dude. I cross dress or drag if you want, but I do like, we did the Village People, so I had like Village People up. I had like the whole like stenciled like beard and the cop suit with the dildo in my fucking pants. And the last one I did was Fat Bastard, Austin Powers. My whole bar did Austin Powers. All the girls went as like fembots, so they had like the little lingerie with like the little things on there and cute, like cute and stuff. And we had one guy that was Austin Powers, and then my bar manager, she was Dr. Evil, so she was all silver, and then I went as Fat Bastard. So it was really funny because I got like the Scottish kilt and like all this stuff and like the hair. And I go to the restroom and I'm like getting ready for work and I'm putting all the stuff on. And my guy, he sees me coming out of the bathroom. And he's like, what are you fucking doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm getting ready for work. And he starts seeing my eyes like bushy as hell. I had these sideburns. I come out with like a kilt and stuff. And he's like, what the fuck? And I had a KFC bucket too. It's pretty fucking funny. That is by far my favorite Halloween costume.
That was my favorite Halloween costume of
I was breakdancing at the restaurant. Like everybody was dying laughing. They were like, "What the fuck? Is this you, G?" And like nobody knew it was me until like I started talking. But yeah, we had a DJ. There was I was breakdancing. It was fun. It was really fun. I love Halloween now.
It's the best. It's the best fucking holiday, right?
I fucking love it. How about you? What's your favorite Halloween costume?
I did Frankenfurter one year, which was a blast. But actually, like as far as like the outfit goes, like Frankenfurter is probably my favorite. Because like it was like I lived in Jersey at the time, so just like I was in like high school, so like I dressed up as Frankenfurter. And our big thing was on Halloween is we would go to the city and we would do like the parade. So we would do the parade. So I did it as Frankenfurter, and we had a magic shop by like right by where we grew up. We had a magic shop. So I go in there and and it's like really corny and cheesy and lame. It's like clown outfit. It's corny. So I go there and I needed because I was a really like when it comes to Halloween, I normally don't fuck around. I think since I got older, I kind of back off on it. But like I used to be like, everything has to be screen accurate. It has to be perfect. Like, so I was doing Frankenfurter and I was like, I need the heels. So I went to a Salvation Army and they didn't have the heels. And I remember the guy at the Salvation Army goes, hey man, you know that magic shop down the street? They have costumes. I think they have some stuff for like drag queens and things like that. Like if you ask him about it, like I think he'll have some stuff for you. And I was like, okay, cool, great, whatever. Go down. I'm like fucking like 19 years old. I go down. I ask the guy, and it was like super. It's the nerdiest place on earth. This magic shop is so fucking corny, so fucking lame. And I ask him, and I go, hey man, I knew you have a lot of costumes, but like I'm being Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Like I don't know if you know what that is. Like he's like a 35-year-old man. I'm telling him this thing. He's like, yeah, I know what that is. I was like, all right. And I go, I need like heels. I need heels, but like that fits a man. And I swear to God, I'm not making this up. He goes, all right, follow me. So he takes me in the back and he pulls out a box and he takes the box out and it's a bunch of it's heels that are just for like drag queens and like all this stuff. And he goes, and because what blew my mind about this is he plays a character apparently. Because when you first walk into the store, he's like, hi guys, how you doing? Oh, great. Yeah, you guys want some like fucking magic? Oh yeah, everything's great. But then like he was with me, he was like, okay, yeah, so I have a lot of like drag queens that come in here. All right, so I have these shoes here. So I have a bunch of different sizes. And like he dropped the act and he opens up the thing and he's like, yeah, so I have all these different sizes. And I'm talking like big, different heels that could fit fucking any person on this planet. And I was like, and I found these heels, and they were black heels, and I had to spray paint them like silver, and it was great, and it was cool. And I was dating a girl at the time, and we went out, and I go, I'm gonna wear the fucking Frankenfurter outfit, and she goes, we made bets on when I'm gonna back out of the heels. She goes, you're gonna quit the heels in probably like an hour, and I go, no, I'm rocking these heels the whole entire fucking night. Are you kidding me? She goes, I'm going to bring your Converses with you, and you're going to thank me for this later because you're not going to want to wear these heels all night. And I go, how hard could it be? Heels, no big deal. Come on, I could do it. Dude, like 30 minutes into it, I go, I quit. I'm done. I'm fucking, dude. So I bailed out on the heels and I wore Converses for most of the night. Frankenfurter was probably, my favorite, yeah.
Yeah, you weren't going to wear those heels all night.
Dude,
no,
I
it takes
bailed
a real
out.
man to wear those heels, okay?
Yeah, it does.
I bail out on
too.
high heels. I bail out on high heels all the time.
Yeah. God, they're so uncomfortable. They're so
uncomfortable. I modeled, so like the person that was teaching us to model and stuff, he was a dude. So yeah, it's kind of the same way. If this bitch can give birth in an N95 mask, you can wear heels.
Mind over matter, right? Like
mind over matter.
100%.
Yeah, that's the best. Halloween is the best time of year. And I feel like, from like when we're all around the same age. So like, I feel like when we were growing up, it wasn't quite what it is now, which I love that it is the way it is now because you can go anywhere and find the best shit. And I feel like when we were growing up, you had to hunt for like the good shit.
Yeah, right? Because I remember in middle school and high school, none of this shit was around. Now you can find all this stuff. Anything we wear, you can find anywhere.
Going to Etsy, whatever, you can find everything you need. Yeah.
You can find anything anywhere.
I had to make the corset for Frankenfurter. I had to take a T-shirt and literally sew the thing together and then spray paint it with the glitter. Like I could just go on fucking eBay or Etsy nowadays and I could just fucking get it probably. Yeah.
I mean, you can buy the full Catwoman leather costume. Full thing, all fitted and nice and cool and stuff with a freaking for like $400 if you get a good one. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so it's kind of weird because back in the day we had to make our shit. Like you couldn't find. I'm getting ads on Instagram for Converse that are like studded and stuff with chains and stuff, and I'm like, we used to do like we had to go and stud our own stuff. Like
I used to make my own skinny jeans. Like I would
really
team and then sew them up down the middle. So like when you'd go out and get like real wasted or like, you know, act stupid or whatever, your seam would bust open and like the middle, like inside of your thigh would like.
And what would you do after that? You put a big old patch of a band patch right on that.
That's right.
That's all you did. Now you can. I used to like make my own two colored pants, so red or black or whatever, and I used to make those. Now you can find that stuff.
Whoa!
Fine. And back in the day, we used to stud our own jackets. Now you can buy all that stuff studded. You know how hard it was to stud stuff? I mean, my hand feels like it hurts right now just for like thinking about studying something.
yeah.
I always lost a million studs. Like I was never good at the studs, so or like getting new in there. So like you would have studs flying off you from time to time.
It's not the same anymore. We don't have any of that stuff
anymore. Yeah.
How about Halloween costumes when you were a kid? This is gonna like totally date all of us, but like when your Halloween costumes where it was like a plastic, literally like a big plastic mask with like a tiny little hole to
like cuts your tongue if you stick it out. Because I remember like I would stick my tongue out and you would like cut it.
Okay,
but yeah,
you really dated all of us because all these kids are having those masks on their walls now because they're not even wearing them.
Yeah, it's not even. It's a decoration now. Yeah.
You wore these? Are you guys crazy? I would have cut you. It's made of plastic. You know how bad that is? BPA.
It was like a Care Bear, and then it had like two tiny little holes to see out of, and like one tiny little breathe hole, and like a plastic like. I know, like it was like a plastic one piece.
Yeah, it's like a plastic one piece. Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. I remember I had a C3PO mask. I don't know why I wanted to be C3PO.
Because that was a shit in the jam back then.
What?
I said it was a shit in the jam back then when we were growing up.
You could have been Darth Vader or
I could have been Luke. I could have been literally anyone else, but I was like, I went to my parents like, I want to be C3PO. I want to be the cucky gold robot for some weird reason. And I had the mask, and I remember just being like, I'm C3PO. And I remember my friend, my best friend loved the Hollywood monsters. So every year he would dress up as like Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman, whatever. He came up as Wolfman, and I was like spooked. I was like, ah! I was like, is that Robert? Dude, I was the wimpiest kid on the planet, dude. I was the wimpiest kid ever.
I think we have to see like little Jonny D.
I think we need some pictures so we could do some cut moments.
Oh, I was gonna say, I'll send you. I can send you guys pictures of me as kids if you guys want to cut it in later.
100%.
All right, cool. I'll send you guys when we're done. I'll send you guys some pictures of me as kids.
Yes,
but I do have one really good picture of me. I'm extremely Italian. Both of my parents are Italian. Fucking Italian, New Jersey, fucking New York, and I have a picture of me when I'm like 2 or 3 years old, and it's just like, dude, I'm gonna whack the people I gotta whack. I'm gonna lay the people I gotta lay. Listen. I'm like an Italian pimp, all right, in this picture. It's probably the coolest I ever looked in my whole entire life is when I was like, I peaked at like 3 years old. And then that was it. But I'll send you guys pictures. We'll do it after.
You know, I have to like know what your like family is like. Like, are they really, you know, did they go through like the Guido phase? Did you go through the Guido phase?
No, I never went through the Guido phase. Oh, it's so funny you bring that up. It's so funny we're talking about podcasting and I'm starting a podcast with my roommate, but also a big thing I want to do is I'm not funny. My sister and my dad are the funniest people on the fucking planet. My sister is so fucking funny. My dad's hysterical. I got a bunch of great Italian stories. But yeah, I never went through the Guido phase. I had a mushroom cut when I was a kid. That was kind of weird. And then I remember, this is really fucking funny. Do you guys remember, like, I'm talking like 1995, 1996, 1997, like I'm in 3rd grade and people would wear these like FUBU jeans. They're kind of like FUBU.
Oh my God.
I don't even know if they're like baggy. They're baggy jeans and they have the graphics of like people on them. And it will be like a cartoon character of like a guy like graffiti up, like it'll be like a patch of a cartoon character like graffitiing stuff. I remember being like that, like FUBU jeans were like cool, and I remember being like, "You guys ever cry in school?" And like I remember being like to my mom, I was like, I know that's what the cool kids wear, but I can't wear that because I cry in school, and I can't wear that and cry. I can't like wear what the cool kids wear and cry in school.
Why were you crying in school?
Did you guys not cry in school a lot? I used to cry in school like a bunch. I was like, I don't know, I was just sad about shit. I was like, I don't know, it's different. It's different than what I'm
before
used to.
emo was emo.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh man, that's so fucking funny. I don't know, you guys ever cried? Did you never? Blue Andy, both of you guys never cried once. Like the first time you go to kindergarten, your mom drops you off. You didn't cry?
You know what? You know what I cried about? I don't remember kindergarten, but I did cry because I got in a lot of fights. And I got in trouble all the time, and it was not my fucking fault. That's what happened. That's why I cried, because I was in the principal's office and he said, "Hey, you caused a fight." And I was like, I didn't. She stabbed me first with a pencil. I stabbed her back. That was the only time I fought. That's the only time I cried, because I thought I was going to get in trouble with my mom.
That is so much cooler than I just cried. I was like, I'm not around my mom. Like that's why I cried. Like your explanation was so much cooler than Blue. Did you cry when you were a kid in school?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like I cried like randomly of like like just things like, oh, like I didn't have like lunch money to go, or trip money to do things, or like, I mean, just like random things when like you're a kid and you think things are a big deal. But I don't know. I think I was kind of like peace mom. Like I think it was.
Yeah, I think you guys were definitely.
Yeah,
cool kids.
no, I was.
You guys were cool kids.
No, I was I what they refer to as a latch lock key kid. So I didn't grow up with my parents being home all the time. When I came home, like I'm the oldest, so I made lunch. I took my sisters to school. I picked them up from school. I went home, you know what I mean? I had chores done, all that stuff. So I don't think like.
So you were stabbing kids by day.
Yeah, you're a badass bitch. Yeah.
And then you were like, I gotta stab this bitch because she stabbed me first, and I gotta go home and make a sandwich for my little.
You know what? When I picked my sister up from the community center, this little boy was giving her a hard time, and I remember beating him up. And then the next week, his bigger brother came to me and was like, "I heard you beat my brother up," and I was like, "Well, your brother hit my sister, and then we got in a fight." Like, yeah, oh man, I was a bad.
You were a cool kid. You were a cool kid. You were the kid. You were the kid I was trying not to cry in front of.
Yeah, no, but I don't feel like I was a dick though. Like I I was like, "Hey, you're wrong," and I'm gonna beat your ass.
So Johnny, are you the baby of the family?
I am the baby of the family, which might be.
That just says everything.
So you and your mom. Well,
I have my trauma came in my teens. So my like life trauma came in my teens, and that's like when my family started to fall apart, and that's when I had to start to deal with things, which is probably why like at the time, I like this podcast is going to turn into a therapy session.
Hey, guess what? Drinkers and bartenders go hand in hand. It's like therapy session.
It's true. But like so all my trauma came in like late teens. So like but as a kid, like I was the big mama's boy, you know, and my sister, which is I think is why my sister's so fucking funny. Like I'll call her on the phone and she's just like fucking like I love her to death. She's so fucking.
Is she the middle one?
No, I have just two. So it's me and my sister. Right. So my sister's 10 years older than me. I'm 31. My sister's 31. So like 41. So but she's just funny as fuck, dude. She's so fucking funny. And
you know why? Because she had to see you fucking fuck up when she didn't get to fuck up. Now she's like, fuck you.
Yeah, I think yeah. She's like, you gotta get your shit together. Yeah. But like I've been trying to do. I want to do a little podcast with her, and I've been trying to like get her on, like do a thing. I go, when are you free? She goes, bitch, I have 3 children I have to take care of. Are you fucking kidding me? You think I have time for your fucking jokes? She's, and I'm sitting there laughing on the phone, and she's like, no, this is.
It's already recording, sis.
Yeah. And I'm like, when COVID first started. I remember I talked to her on the phone because I probably once a month I talked to my sister on the phone. Dude, I remember laughing, like I'm crying, laughing so fucking hard. And it's just her being like, and she like went down like conspiracy rabbit holes, which she normally doesn't go down. And like, dude, I was just screaming, dude. My sister has real shit she has to do with. She has like 3 kids she has to take care of. You know, she's divorced. And she's like, I don't got time for this I don't have time for your fucking games. You know what I mean? Dude, she's hilarious. But yeah, but like there's but my mom leaned into her really hard because my sister was like the party kid. So like I never partied. So I was super straight up until probably like my early 20s. Like I never fucked around. I never did anything because my sister was like doing acid when she was like 15. My sister was partying, doing all this fucking shit. And I saw the repercussions of it. So I was like, I ain't doing any of this shit. And then like early mid 20s is like when I started to be like, okay, like now I'm kind of like out of the house. Now I can kind of like, my parents think I'm a goddamn saint. They fucking think I'm, you know what I mean?
Oh, you got them fooled, don't you?
I do have them fooled. Yeah.
Oh, our little Johnny. He's such a great dear.
Perfect. He was great. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So your parents, so I have to know about your like family. So your parents are just like old Italians, or like they're not Guido Italians. They're like nice old school Italians, or
they're my grandparents are off the boat. So I don't know how it works as far as generations go, but so on both sides, my mom and my dad's side, they're off the boat. I'm sorry, my great grandparents are off the boat then. So my grandparents' parents are off the boat, and then both born and raised. This is a really crazy weird story. So the first place I lived in Brooklyn was on Grove Street. This is actually fucking insane. The first place I lived on my own, not with a girlfriend, just on my own, was on Grove Street in Bushwick. My mom's first place in Brooklyn was a few houses down from where I lived on my own for the first time. So because I lived in the Bronx for a handful of years in New York with a girl I was dating. And then when I lived on my own, that's fucking crazy, dude. It's insane. So my mom actually lived for a handful of years in the house on the same block that I moved into when I was older. It's really weird and wacky.
Did you know that when you moved in and like, oh, I got this spot and just happened? Or
absolutely not.
Like she came over to your house and was like, I grew up over here.
My dad helped me move in, and I remember because what Bushwick was back in the day was really sketchy and weird and stuff. So he was like, "You're gonna live here?" And I was like, "This is like it." I was like, "What do you mean I'm gonna live here? This is like the place to live. I love it." You know, because my dad's been a truck driver for years. You know, traveling through New York all the time, all this shit, and so he was like, "Yeah, this used to just be really, really bad." So like he was kind of in that mindset, and then he helps me unload the shit. We unload everything, and then I'm talking to my mom, and she goes, "Where do you live?" And I go, "I live, whatever here, Grove Street, whatever, She goes, "Nana and fucking Papa, when I was younger, we moved fucking on that street, a few houses down. I have pictures of that house still. Really weird, really wacky. Italians are weird, man. We're fucking weird people. We're kind of witchy. And like, I said that douche. I don't mean to sound like a douche when I say that. But my grandma is like weirdly, like, she's not with us anymore, but like she's got these weird vibes. You know what I mean?
I feel like anything old school. I feel like anything old school is very like weird vibey.
It's real vibey, right? You know?
It's just like, I know, like my grandma and my great grandma, it was just, they're Korean, you know? So it's a little weird. Like we have friends that are like old school Vikings and stuff. And like,
Yeah.
even like, you know, your grandma's, I'm pretty sure like there's just some old school shit happening back in the day that they don't teach us nowadays. And we still, generations after, we have those vibes. So you have to look into your people, because that vibe might be because of somebody else, you know?
I think too, like it was a lack of there was a lot of like hearsay and legends and superstitions. I know Mexicans are like heavily superstitious.
100%, yeah.
100%, yeah.
Koreans are too. Like I feel like those I don't know, Scottish, Irish, I don't know of those type, but like I feel like with like, would you call them ethnic? Okay, I feel like with Mexicans and like Italians and like Koreans, like that type of different type of, I think it's a little bit different, you know? Like I don't hear Matt being like, oh, I'm like superstitious and I feel these vibes and stuff. And I'm like, okay. But then I also too, Irish, that's like a thing too. And they have their Celtic things and stuff. I don't know. It's just weird how like our generations before us are, you know.
Definitely.
Do you guys have any weird kind of like, I have lack of a better word, superstitious kind of stories or
just let me think about that.
I feel like I didn't. So I'm 6th generation. So we don't speak, like none of my family speaks Spanish past my grandparents. So we're kind of like we've just like got like whitewashed, if you will. I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore. I don't even know. But we are.
I know. Is it PC? I mean, because the things that are coming up nowadays are a little weird right now. Like, are we supposed to say stuff? Or are we not supposed to say stuff? Because I'm not a PC person, and we're probably gonna lose a lot of followers when they listen to me, because I don't say things that we're supposed to say.
Do we want followers that are super PC? I don't know.
I mean, no. But you know what I mean? Like that's where the world is kind of heading towards.
Yeah.
So how old are you, Johnny? How old are you?
I'm 31 years old.
Okay. We're in our 30s. So I feel like this is our last generation that's going to be like this. If we're going to have other people, like we're probably going to have to change certain things about ourselves, unless they're 20 something years old and have a family or a mom or dad that's older than us. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I often think of that, like there's got to be the generation coming up now that they're so squeezed into like, this is what you're allowed to say and not allowed to say and all this stuff. I think they're going to come out just like middle fingers blazing, being like, I'm going to say everything.
Okay, so question, that gives it to, because you have a kid in the house now. So.
What's his name?
Ren is his name. Oh, he's pure chaos. He's pure chaos. I love being, I tell them this. I love being, I'm the cool uncle, man. Dude, I'm the cool uncle. I've been the cool uncle since I was 8 years old. Between my sister had her first kid when I was 8 years old. I've always been the fucking cool uncle. And I love this role of being the cool uncle. I'm the cool uncle in this house. I love the chaos. I love the mad energy that this kid has. It's so much fucking fun. He's fast, dude. I mean to go off. I'm going off on a tangent, but like he'll move like it was so fun. I was making food today, and then like I said, he's like 15 months old. I'm fucking making food today, and then his mom's watching him, and then she's like, "Where'd you go?" And I was like, "Oh, he was over." And I was like, "Where the fuck are you going?" And we literally had to run around the house to find him. And he was just like right over there. I love the chaotic energy of children. It's amazing.
But that turns it back to being a bartender and how we miss those chaotic environments and those people that are chaotic and just the fucking spontaneity of the whole thing.
It's so true. We never grow up. We're all big babies. That's another thing I learned from living with a baby. We're all big babies. You're like, oh, this person's I've seen this 15-month-old act a lot better than I've seen 41-year-olds act. Like,
because it's not that different from taking care of a baby and a fucking drunk, slobbery, pissed on his pants, fucking 40, 50-year-old dude that is at your fucking bar. There's no difference.
I have an 8-month-old, and he'll have something, you know, in his hands or whatever, and he just doesn't want it there. He just goes like this.
Yeah.
Just, like, throws it, right? And it's so funny because when I drink too much, Gio will have a fantastic story about how I'll be in a restaurant and it was just like blacked out wasted, you know, and just like get it all out of my way. And so it's
my God!
Funny.
Your baby is you.
Oh, like in so many terrifying ways. He's me.
Love it. I love it.
Kids are crazy.
Kids are crazy, right?
I love that you're the cool uncle who like sprays that, like he'll grow up and be like, yeah, my Uncle Jonny D. Is that what he call you, Johnny?
Well, he doesn't really he doesn't really talk yet, so yeah.
He's 15 months. I would think he was like 17 years old already. He doesn't talk. What's 15 months? 12. Okay, a year and some odd change. Why are you still using 15 months?
Because you do, like, as a parent, you go until 24.
Not a parent, still saying 15 months. They'll go, it's like everything goes till 24 months. I don't know why. It's weird to me. I'm like, okay, he's a year. No, he's 15 months. Okay.
Yeah, I should just say, like, that's the normal thing. I should just say he's a little bit.
But do you use that? Do you only say 15 months because you hear other people saying in your house?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely. Yeah. 110%. Yeah. Yeah, I just go, that's what other people say. So I love like you have an escape lever. That's the best thing about being the cool uncle. You have the escape lever. So even like literally that, like it's like I don't know, like just I pull the lever and I go, I'm just the dumb drunk that lives in the house. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, you got the escape lever, which I like.
Question: as a fun uncle, I'm a fun aunt, and I like it when I kind of make my friends' souls crush when I get birthday gifts for them. Like, if you're going to invite me to your kid's birthday party, I'm going to get the most obnoxious gift ever. Whether it's drums, a ball set, and we're going to have 4 ball sets for you. Because it's going to be like 4 different balls. I love doing all that stuff. So do you do anything fun and exciting for your... Are you one of those?
I do. Well, like... his parents are really cool though. I'm gonna give them a bunch of credit because we bought an electric drum set for the house, which is basically like kind of like we all can fuck around with it and play with it, but like it's we're starting him young on kind of stuff. So which I think is actually a really, really important thing. And like I'm probably never gonna have kids, but if I did, like that would be kind of one of the first things I would do. So he runs around and he'll go to the electric drum kit and he'll step on the bass drum. Or he'll like you know, his dad will pick him up and they'll give him the drumsticks and he just hits it. And it's like really fucking cool because like it's like, you know, he's a child, you know what I mean? He's not even 2 years old, but him holding the sticks and him hitting the stuff is enough stimulus for him to like get it. So like, and it's crazy when you're like watching him, the bass drum he really likes. So watching him step on the bass drum and like weirdly like do it to a rhythm. Like he's not just like, bah, 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 bah. Like he's doing it like he's doing it kind of in time, which is really fucking cool. Like So like that's fucking really exciting. I like wanted to say dirty, like I talk to him like I would talk to a fucking adult.
Which you need to.
Yeah, which you kind of need to, which is another secret. But like, you know, I'll be like, fucking, your dad's being a real bitch right now. And then they're like,
you don't want them to say bitch. Hey, dad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You know,
you gotta stop before they start talking.
and I said that to them. I go, once he starts understand, I asked them, I go, what age does he start like understanding what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, I don't know, kind of around how old he is now. And I'm like, oh, that's a bummer, because like he was like my cool little sidekick where I could be like, your dad's fucking got a small dick, you know what I mean? And like, and he doesn't know what I'm talking about. But now, like, I have to be a little bit more careful because he's kind of gonna start figuring it out. And then, the last thing I want is him to like his first fucking words to be like fucking daddy small dick. Like, I don't want shit like that. You know what I mean?
Daddy small dick. Let me play the drums.
Let me play the drums. But it's cool. Both of his his parents are both performers and actors, and his mom is a great sewer.
The whole household is in the service industry.
Yeah, which is fucking cool and fucking rad, and like But like
how are they doing? How are the other ones doing? I mean, you're doing your thing. You're out of a job right now, right? You're not working. Yeah. So you said performer. I have a lot of performer friends that can't do their job that they want to do because guess what? Nothing's open. So they're all fucked up. They're all fucked, So
Devin's done a few like online stuff, like not a lot, but he's done a few kind of online stuff. But really, for the most part, he's just been the stay-at-home dad. Meredith is working from home because she's kind of like I'm doing a really bad job describing it, but she's kind of I'm gonna have fun with it. She's an evil scientist. So she works kind of in the medical industry, but like she works on these crazy machines, and she does a lot of kind of crazy stuff in the medical field, in the science industry. So she's working from home still, and he's kind of doing a lot of like stay-at-home dad stuff, and they have really good systems of kind of switching off. Like it is a big like I don't want to say compromise, but I mean I guess so. Like it's kind of like, all right, Meredith's working basically like 9 to 5. So like Devin will watch like him 9 to 5. Then when she's done working, then she'll take it up. Then he kind of gets some of his time, and they kind of like they balance it out pretty well, And then I just I'm just an asshole, and I just sleep until like 2 a.m, and I wake up and I chug a fucking high life, and I maybe work out.
He's all doing beer bongs on the patio, like
yeah. I'm like, oh, what's up, Brad? They're like, the baby's sleeping. Are you fucking
crazy? It's
okay.
It's a party every day. It's COVID.
It's a COVID. Every day it's a party. And like, we have a human being we have to take care of, you animal.
Wow, that's like crazy because there's only one person actually working from home because the other two are not essential workers,
And it's crazy, like working from home, you think you're like, oh, you're working from home. Like, no, like working from home means you're taking 8 hours of your motherfucking day and you're fucking working. You know what I mean? Like it's not like
she needs to have the kid out of her way, not making a noise.
Absolutely.
So when she's talking to people, she doesn't have. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I need to take care of my kid.
Yeah. There's been oh my god, we were laughing so hard today because like she had a big meeting today. So like, cause me and her husband, we're just assholes. We're just fucking big old dumb idiots. And fucking well, I'll walk in the kitchen and I'll just be like, oh shit, like I'm taking it, like I'll be making eggs and I'll just be like, these eggs are fucking making me come so hard. And he's like, oh shit, these eggs are making me come. And then like she'll walk out and she's like, I'm on a meeting right now. She's like, can you guys bring your bullshit down? Because me and him we're always assholes. We're just always just constantly being the worst. And then like we had a really funny thing. We were doing a funny bit. We were doing a joke about how like I'm literally like I'm working on this painting. So I'm doing stencils for it. So I'm cutting out stencils for it. And just literally impulsively, I'm just like, fuck, I'm coming. Holy shit. I'm coming all this shit. And then he's like, are you coming shit? And then we'll just go into a bit. He's like, are you coming shit? And I'm like, yeah, I just come shit. And then he's like, that's not healthy. You have to go see a doctor. And I'm like, I know, but it's just how I'm built. And everyone it's okay, right? Like I'm beautiful the way I am, right? He goes, no. Yeah, people are beautiful the way they're built, but like you still have to go to a doctor. There's a medical problem here. You have to fix this. I'm just like, yeah, I don't really know what to do. And she comes out and she's like, hey, I'm in a meeting with like my boss and other clients, and you guys are talking about coming shit and shitting cum, and she's like, we just can't deal with it right now.
Can you imagine the faces in that like the conference call, like how hard it was for them not to crack a smile though? Like they had to be like super calm for her to be like, oh, nobody's laughing. Like I have to go out there and tell these motherfuckers to shut the fuk up. It's one
The
thing.
best
Like,
part
is probably like, hey, what's going on in the background? That sounds fucking fun. But like,
yeah, I know. Right?
the best part is she's probably just like trying to wait for it to come to an end.
That's what I feel all the time. She's like, it's gonna end soon, right? The bit's gonna end soon. And we'll just keep, dude. Like, oh, there's so many times where she's like, guys, you gotta. She's like, hey, okay, I'm gonna be on a meeting for like an hour, so get all your cum jokes and all your shit jokes out right now. Just get rid of them right now, okay? Because I'm gonna be in this meeting. So it's hilarious.
You guys have to do a podcast.
We're working on. I'm like, I'm fucking it up because like. We've done 3 episodes.
Did you? Okay, this is like what, our 5th episode? And so, yes, if you are doing it and you already have the title, please drop it right now.
Well, we've done 3 episodes, and then like at the end of it, I like that move. I like that move a lot. We've done like 3 episodes, and I've been like, it's kind of on, but I'm like, oh, it's not good enough. Like it has to be better. Like it's so like we have it on film, but like I want like us to work out the kinks, and I'm like too much of a perfectionist. But even then, I'm not even.
Just do it.
Just
do it.
Just do it.
You should hear our first couple of episodes. They're horrible, but guess what? It works.
It works. You do it. You know, and it's this format. Like he lives with me, so like it's gonna be just one camera, probably. You know what I mean? And like it's kind of similar format and stuff. And it's like, let's just do it. You know?
You gotta just do it because you figure like as you're at, like we always figure like as we're growing and we have like 20, 30 views.
We have 20 or 30 views now?
We do. We have like 50 on our first and like 40 and 30. But like you figure like you're growing and then your audience is growing. So it's like you're kind of like being terrible as only 10 people listen, and then you know
it starts to get out. Yeah.
But then people are gonna go back to that first episode and like there's like 50. What the hell? Like listen to the third episode, guys. Like calm down. Don't listen to the first or second. But you gotta just do it. I feel like we were just talking about it too, and like hitting that, like seeing that record button right there in red is kind of scary, but not afterwards. It gets fine. It's fine.
I've been having a blast.
No, but you're really good. I already saw a couple of your stuff, and like you were so comfortable. You don't give a fuck, and I love that. I really
don't care about anything. Yeah, really.
No, I love it.
It's not worth it. Especially like being a musician and kind of like being around that vibe of like, you know, fucking, you know, we're fucking Motley Crue and we're naked. And it's like, no, man, just let go. No, I'm an asshole, dude. I'm behind on my porn schedule. Like I didn't watch porn today. Like I gotta get on that. I only took like 1 or 2 shits today. Like, listen, we're all, no one's Tommy Lee here. Stop trying to be fucking these people. Just fucking hang out, have some drinks with some friends, and fucking get drunk.
That's what we're all about. Oh, yeah. You said it the best. But guess what? I want you to say it again in your wrestling voice.
Wait. All right, wait, hold on. Well, there's 2 things real fast. I gotta step out real fast. I gotta take a piss. Is it cool if we don't pause it? It'll be a really fast piss.
Oh no, we're fine. You can go and piss. We'll just talk about you and how small
I'm gonna go piss. I'll be back in like 2 minutes. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
Okay. It's as just as messy as the beer bong, guys.
What's up?
What?
Huh?
Huh?
All right. I'm gonna piss real fast. and then I'll be right back. All right, give me a second.
You do you.
Okay, since Johnny's not here, how he just told us that he's behind on his porn watching, and then he had to pee, and then he said it would be 1 to 3 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was just gonna be an explosion all over the place, just like the beer beer bong. And yeah, he'll be back. But
What's good with you?
I'm good. You know, this week it's another COVID week. Was it
Wait a
false,
second.
false
Hold
negative?
on a
What?
second. Hold on.
Yeah, there we go.
Wait a second. Wait a
That's what I'm
second.
talking about.
What's happening
Hey,
here?
what?
Wait. What is this? What is this?
Oh, what's up?
Oh, what's up, Mama? How you doing? Oh, shit, dang.
Yeah, wait. Let's take a shot with you before.
Wait, hold on. I've been taking shots. I feel like, oh, girl, your hair looks like my shit. Is that weird? My poop looks like. Should I go to a doctor if my shit looks that green? Is that
I
weird?
feel like if your shit looks this green and your ball sack is big, you probably need to go to the doctors.
I have a very my ball smack's very small. Is that weird? Is that wait? It's like very tight. It's like kind of like it itches too a lot. Is that a problem?
Oh, okay. Is it inside your butt? Because you got to take it out.
I keep it in there to keep it warm most of the time.
It's too cold where you're at, right?
It's so cold. I'm freezing. I'm freezing here, baby. All right, wait a second. All right, what are we doing here?
Well, I'm gonna do a shot of tequila. What are you doing, boo?
I'm gonna do that fucking. I'm gonna do a little bottle of this, a little JD. I'm gonna do a little bottle of this JD.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Here's to you, beautiful ladies. I have a I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. Like, a lot of people kind of don't know a lot about this stuff about Junkyard Jonny, but I'm kind of a literary mastermind. Okay?
Junkyard Jonny, I love you. I thank you so very much for coming in and being our extra special guest on our show.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, I just want to can I do a little segment for one of my favorite novels of all time called Big Butt Betties? Comes out weekly, and I always try to kind of get a nice little there's always some good stories in it. You mind if I read a quick little thing from it?
I can't wait to hear all right. The juiciest stories.
You know, it starts off like this. So it says so Big Butt Betty, she comes into the nurse's office. She's dressed like a nurse, in case you guys didn't know. She's dressed like a nurse. So Big Butt Betty is dressed like a nurse. She comes on in, and then she sees a patient. So she sees a patient, and she goes, "Oh my goodness gracious! It seems as if you're in a lot of pain." And then it says here, I think it's do you need me? Okay, is there anything I can do to help relieve your pain? And then she says, yeah. And then there's just a picture of her butt. All right, wait, hold on. All right, wait, hold on. Let me fast forward a bit. So it's okay, so now it's just a picture of her butt, and then I don't know if I should. There's not a lot of words in this magazine.
You just told us you were fast forwarding that magazine.
It's just a lot of pictures.
Yeah.
So I mean, it seems. Oh boy. I mean, I don't know if I can really kind of. I don't think I can read this. There's just it's a lot of pictures of stuff happening. But she's taking care of him. He's fine. He's doing okay. It seems. Well, let me go to the end of it. Let me fast forward to the end of it. And okay, all right, yeah, okay, yeah. Well, he's happy. He's definitely happy. I went to the end of it. He looks really happy. He's having a good time. I can tell from his face that he's enjoyed what happened. Yeah, can't blame him.
Big butts prevail.
Big butts prevail. Am I right?
Johnny, can you take us out? Can you take us out of this segment?
Sure. All right, yes, sure, I can. Under one condition. Under one condition.
You
Okay.
drop whatever you're dropping. You drop that ball sack hard. Okay.
I'm dropping that ball sack really hard. All right, let's do one more shot. One more shot, and I'll take you beautiful ladies out. No more half skis. No, full skis. We're talking full. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right. All right.
Wait, then you can't have a swig because your swig is not as big as my shot.
Oh, trust me, my swig, much like my dick, is gonna be very, very big. Right? I'm not compensating. Blue, are you in this? Are you in this? All right, you ready? All right. Cheers. Blue, D, love you guys. Bam. Big old cheers ski.
Junkyard Jonny, coming at you on the fly. Take us out.
That was so much fucking alcohol. Okay. So me and my favorite hustler lady, wait, what's her name? Live Wild. So me and my favorite hustler lady, Live Wild, we're gonna be taking you out, all right? Listen, it's a beautiful motherfucking Tuesday, baby. You know it's motherfucking Tuesday. We got fucking Blue, we got D, we got Junkyard Jonny. Good thing that fucking soy boy fucking Jonny D's out of here. Listen, have fun, live life, have a few drinks, enjoy yourself. Touch base with your friends. Make sure to be like, I like your face. Your face is pretty. I love it. Touch base with the people you love. Fucking have a few drinks. Jerk off to my Live Wild. You could Google that lady. Whatever. Have fun. All right? You guys enjoy it. Fucking pterodactyl those dicks. If you got to pterodactyl those dicks, whatever you're into. And that's how we do it, okay? Enjoy your night. I love you both. You're both beautiful angels.
Junkyard Jonny, tell Jonny D we love him too.
But we love you better.
That makes sense. I don't blame you.
All right, thank you.
Wait. Make sure you go on Spotify, Apple, and YouTube to On the Fly Podcast.
Like it.
Check it out. Subscribe
to it. Check
it out. Hold on a second. Fucking YouTube. Hey, listen, you fucking nerds. Hey, you got something better to fucking do? No. Go to fucking Spotify. Go to YouTube. What was the other one? iTunes. Go on fucking iTunes and listen to fucking On the Fly Podcast, where we're going to talk about fucking this lady's big butt, and we're going to talk about a bunch of shit. Listen to fucking D. Listen to fucking Blue. On the Fly Podcast. Stop being a fucking soy boy lamo and let's fucking party, you dumb fucking stupid marks. I know you fucking ain't doing nothing better. You're stuck there in quarantine. Have some fucking fun. Live your fucking life on the fly. Subscribe, you dumb fucking losers. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
You're the fucking shit.
Love
Please dip your ball sack in somebody's throat tonight. I would appreciate it greatly if I got a video.
I'll probably put it in a jar of mayonnaise, which is kind of what I've been doing during quarantine. But it counts.
Yes!
I have a very overactive imagination.
Okay,
hey, there's a cat next to you.
I have a request.
Yes.
Jonny D was too big of a pussy to shotgun a beer on camera. Is Junkyard Jonny down to take
I literally have a funnel into my asshole right now, funneling Miller High Life. I've been literally shotgunning beers into my asshole. But just so you guys know, I'm not fucking around. I will go do one right now. All right, hold on. Let me move the fucking enema. Oh, the enema. All right, great. All right, yeah. Fucking fucking Anima Eelhart. Emma Mealhart is the fucking lady that fucking had the enema in her butt across the Atlantic Ocean, and we never found her again because of that enema. Anima Mealhart. That's a funny joke. Fuck you guys.
I can't. I can't with him. He's so fucking funny. Why? Why can't we all
Be
just
the
be
bet
alone?
that most
I want to win the lottery so I can open up a compound and just move everybody into it so I can have all the best people around me that I want and fuck everybody else.
All right.
Where's your butt crack?
Let's end it. Well, there's only one way to end the shotgun. You got to do a shot first, and then we wash it down. All right? Can we do that?
Got it.
All right,
got
cool.
it. I got it already.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to do the shot, and then we're going to shotgun the thing. All right? You guys ready? All right.
Cheers. Cheers.
Bam.
Are we gonna end up? Yeah.